Okay, welcome back. So you would have watched the video. So wherein there are three beakers and she adds water to it and then look for the temperature change. Okay. Now let us start with the questions. Identify a possible source of error in measurement using this experiment. So what is the possible type of error that you can get? If you see this video clearly, there are three beakers and somewhere she says that you will not be able to see the scale over here. So I have written the transcript also for your reference. So for example, here you see, now I am going to fill up these beakers to exactly 200 ml each. That's what it says. I'm using the scale on the inside of the beaker, which you cannot see because it's been covered by the material, right? Which means so you will be able to see a beaker like this, and you are able to see from here, and this is parallax error being seen, right? So that is what you need to highlight over here. You can just say identify a possible source of error. So since we are now the graduations are not seen from the glass from outside, so hence there is a possibility that there is a parallax error. So identify a possible error, possible source of error. Identify, the command term tells that you need to list what is the error. Okay, so therefore this could be a parallax error due to viewing the level of water from the top of the beaker since the graduations on the beaker are inside and are not visible to. Okay, so this is what, because we are looking at from a given angle, so this is what can happen. Then now suggest how the error you identify in the previous question can be avoided. Okay, so now how do you identify this? So what you can do is you can use a graduated cylinder uh, to measure exactly 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 200 ml of hot water before pouring into the insulated bead. This is what you can do. Then, because even though there is no visibility is not required in that case, you can just measure it exactly and then pour it. Suggest a possible extension to this experiment. What is that you will do as a possible extension? So if you ask me how do you conduct this experiment, what I will suggest is that I can always say I could investigate the thickness of the number of layers. First one I can do here is that I can investigate the thickness of number of layers. Maybe I can take the container, I can put a bubble wrap for one container, and then I find out like what is the amount of heat energy which has been gone, or maybe how the temperature reduces. Okay, so when I put one bubble wrap, and when I put two bubble wraps, then what can happen to the temperature? Okay, so this could be one of them that I can say. I can have two layers, add two marks here, right? Investigate thickness of number of layers on on change in temperature for a given time So I can find out, okay, whether the variation is observed as a linear or is there a non-linear relationship. I can investigate all of it. This has only one possible extension. I think you need to write into detail only one of. Okay. So with this we come to an end to this particular question. This question is bit shorter, okay, and tomorrow's class we'll see the rest of the medicine criteria. Okay. Thank you.